that has a Ninja Turtle. And where's my plate? Really, I'm not hungry. I just had chicken nuggets, but I still want. So I'm put it back, put it in the fridge, and eat it later. You just don't know. You just don't like it. All right. Well, I do. And at one time, I had my eye on one at Party City, but I don't think I have a Party City out here. But yeah, but I could probably get one on that. Okay. So we're gonna go ahead and do this. Photography. Is that your job? And you're talking about IRL fish or fish on Fishing Planet? You need to get maxed out. There's new ocean fishes coming on. We're gonna pop over and get to going on that. I know Toasty's probably ready for bed. Time to go beast mode. Oh, damn! Screen ain't gonna change. Time to go beast mode. There we go. Okay, so Ocean Life of the Indian Ocean, because I can't say all that. And some of these fish names I'm not gonna be able to say. Oh, you do RL fish. All right. And you do for well, see you can do both at the same time. Um oh, you haven't played James still saying January. Well, I'm glad you come anyway. It says, "Hi anglers, welcome to the next stop in our journey. The Matavales, I don't know, a true gem of the Indian Ocean. That's what we call it. And paradise for spotting fishing enthusiasts, sport fishing enthusiasts. Well, already introduced the breathtaking location in our previous Dev Diary. Now it's time to dive deep and explore the incredible fish species that, that call this water home. Swaying palms under a blazing sun, crystal clear waters, brimming with live, shimming fish darting just beneath the surface. Uh, we are creating that at the finest. The dry season has settled in, bringing perfect conditions for ocean fishing. The tropical paradise where yellow tuna, wahoo. I don't know. Um, I don't know that I can zoom in. Toasty. Maybe I can do this. Hold on. Um, let me see what I can do here. Where's my gameplay? Gameplay. No, I want damn. I want to unlock it. I can't reach it. Now, y'all remind me to fix this. Is that better? A toasty? Oh, okay. Well, I done did this. So can y'all read it now? Maybe kill my cam. I didn't know that. I learned something new. Okay. Okay. That's good. All right. While we're stopped, we got this hint here that there's going to be a new outfit. Okay. So that I feel free that that's going to be the companion pack, like the outfit for the ocean map. Um, so that's a hint. What's up, Fonz? So no, where was I? Wahoo. I think that's right. No, I think you're just going to be two because they said that the Japan Ocean yachts will be compatible to this lake. So I think they're just going to have one boat pack and then a companion pack. You know, um, I'm feeling like that's probably what it's going to be. You know, um, so and if so, maybe that pack may be in between. Like the $30 pack and the $60 pack at the ocean. Maybe a $40 or $50 pack. That's a possibility. Or they may just do a 60 pack and a companion pack. You know, they may do some kind of 30-day pack. I don't know. You know, we don't know none of that for sure. But I feel free there'll be at least two packs. I'm pretty confident on that one. You know, well, I will too, Jiffy, and good to see you, buddy. Um, Keep coming back. You're up next week for well, not next week, but the week over after, because I got behind. So I'm gonna let Drew Man go ahead and run uh, next week too, because I just got it finished yesterday. So we really will only get 4 days. So I'll go ahead and run him all next week, and then you're up next. We don't know. We don't know anything about the packs. All we know is there's a hint right here. Okay, that's what we do know. Let me bring it down a little bit, um, so y'all can see it, cause my stuff. But she's wearing, and in the background, notice in the background too. You might not be able to see that, but in the background, she's holding it, and then they got a little picture of her. So you better place in all the competitions at that before you play the new map. And no one, and good to see you again as always. But let's get back into this. But I did want to point that out. So my is going to be there. Selfish and marlins are entering the peak feeding frenzy. So they're going to be very prevalent. These are going to be a high bite rate of fish. Okay. The geography of the islands of the Japan Ocean plays a key role in shaping the habitat with different fish species thrive spinning in Indian Ocean. The islands are arranged in two parallel chains of atolls that rise from a deep ocean plateau. Between them lies the inner sea, a calm, more sheltered and rich and diverse fishing grounds. Venture west, however, and you'll encounter the true open ocean expanding untamed and unbrimmed with big game population. So the big fish are going to be west. The location will feature 28 fish species. Now, carps are not here, but I was thinking in that dev screenshot that there was 30 something, but they're saying 28. So they may introduce something later on. They may be working on that too. At least one spinning, uh, one casting, one spinning, one casting, one bottom rod, And I don't know about the float ride, but there'll be at least that. Yes, there is. I pulled it from the. Let me just post it in here. Um, I'll post it in here. But I picked the link up in Official Planet News in the official. So there you go. You're welcome, Smitty, and welcome to the community. I miss you followed. Welcome to the community. We're glad you're here. We want to welcome you in. I'm kind of trying to get this done, and I'm doing it in depth so we all understand. We're looking for clues. There was several clues in last week's Dev Diary, so we don't want to miss nothing. But we're glad you're here, and we welcome you in. Come on and get you a drink. Voodoo ain't here, so there's still peanuts. I don't. Oh, okay. Yes, send me the link. I'll look at it and see if it comes from a reliable source. Um, and it's not just guessing because, folks, anything I talk about, anything that's not written in this or last week's Dev Diary is not official. That I say, everything is speculation. I want that understood. Um, but just the way that the diary's written, that's what I'm basing it off, and any hints that we find. Um, that makes me think about moss. What the hell is moss? Okay, so we know the big fish are west. The location will feature 28 species. We said that, including 14 completely new. So we got 14 new fish. Okay. Um, we will cover the new arrivals in this Dev Diary, but you'll also recognize some of the familiar faces from other region species like yellow tuna, big eye tuna, akura, skipperjack, and big tooth. So the tuna is going to be there, except for the blues. They didn't list the blues right there. They made down here. Others well-known species such as the great amberjack, the giant trevilla, the new barrel mackerel, the striped marlin. We also make an appearance here that to take advantage of the deep reefs and fast-moving currents. Every reef builder like the giant grouper, the ruby snapper, the maui maui, and the striped bonito and the green jobfish. We will continue their usual routine. Now, in the brilliant water landscape of, yeah, that's the fishing lodge, I think, or the village. All of these species are already familiar to anglers from the Japan. But here in the Indian Ocean, the warm waters and ocean spaces allow some of them to grow even larger here, offering thrilling opportunities to encounter the power of unique form. Okay, so they're gonna have bigger ones. These species will be bigger. At least the ones in that paragraph. Um, I don't know about the tunas, but they're gonna be bigger groupers, folks. They're already big groupers, but we're gonna get even bigger ones. Um, so there's another hint, and of course we can't leave out the fish monsters. Okay, um, you'll have to defeat two new monster fish: the night wind raiser and the Kuda. Kuda. You might be able to guess the real life inspiration behind the first one, and maybe even take a shot at what the second one could be. We were confident the Kuda will surprise you. As the brave angler, you will need to save the world first to uncover what these terrifying creatures truly look like, and we can't wait for you to discover it. So, two new monster fish. Okay, um, it says not wind raiser. I don't know what that would be. I would think more the Hydra Kuda would be a barracuda. So, but I don't know. But somebody got a guess on what that is? Night wind razor. If somebody knows that, I don't really. All right, Toasty. I appreciate you stopping by. Thank you again for the raid. Hopefully you got a shout out. I think you're on the auto. So, you have you a good night, and I'll catch you around the band. The soulfish, selfish. Okay, selfish. Thank you, Mr. Bubbles. Yeah, I know some of y'all do some fishing, and you would know what they were referring to. Uh, thank you very much. Okay, here we go. We're going to get into the actual fish. Let's start with the ocean's most legendary hunter, the billfish. Sword. I guess a billfish is the same as a swordfish. The swordfish is a powerful Titanic predator that can reach up to 1,322 pounds, found in tropical and temperate waters worldwide. Though it may also roam in cooler regions, it rarely approaches the shore, preferring the open ocean, where it moves between surface layers at night and depths of up to 1,800 feet. During the day, a solitary hunter, um, the swordfish feeds on squid, pelagic, whatever that is, fish, like mackerel and herring, things like mackerel and herring, and sometimes even tunas and small sharks. On most activities at night, it also feeds in the daylight. So, but it's going to be both. Okay, so it's a form of shellfish is a form of it. There's several species. All right, so we're gonna have all those um, on this map. So all the billfish, I guess, or three of them anyway. So let's see if we can get that 3D image. Yeah, there's the three. It won't let me pop it out. Make it bigger. Um, that's too far. To get in between so you can see because I got that up so big. But there you go. Almost. Damn, I can't get in between it. There you go. That's the 3D image. That's it's not gonna let me spin it. But that's it. So up to 1,300 pounds. I doubt they'll have that big a one. But then there's the sailfish. Sailfish is known as the fastest fish in the ocean. Okay, we got a quick one here, chap. It lives in warm waters around the world and usually hunts near the surface. The topwater fish, though it can dive as deep as 1,868 feet when needed. While sailfish prefer the open sea, they often roam closer to the shore reef and islands, especially where the water stays deep and clear. Okay. So what's up, Bronco? Um, we're just going through the adept diary and the new fish species. Um, it doesn't really give a weight on that one, but those get pretty big. But they're going to be in the shallower waters along the islands. So we'll be able to catch them there too. Let's see if I can get the 3D. Oh yeah, y'all can see it. I gotta watch. Maybe I let me make this smaller again and do what Toasty said, so y'all can see exactly what I see. Let me pull it. That should be good. Let me lock it. Let me move this stuff around. I'm sorry, chat. Um, Lock. All right. And then we'll control and make this bigger for y'all. Okay. Too much, maybe? There we go. So now you can follow along as I do. Okay. So then the black marlin, that's the next one. Okay, the black marlin is a massive platonic predator found throughout the Indian and Pacific Ocean, weighing up to 1,600 pounds. So that's going to be one of the bigger fish. But anyway, thank you very TNT. Thank you for the raid and welcome in, Raiders. Welcome in. Woodwalker, hey, how's it going? Hill Gaming. I'm kind of doing this, so it's hard to read chat. If I miss something in chat, I apologize. If somebody follow me, welcome in. We're glad you're here. Have a seat. But we're covering in depthly. Okay, TNT. I appreciate the raid, man. Waving my hand at you. I didn't even see him and he came in with, but it don't matter. Thank you very much. We appreciate it, whether it be 2 or 50. Um, where was that at? So this is going to be a big fish. Again, they're probably not going to be 1,615 pounds. You're going to leave leeway for them to grow. Um, but we're probably talking 600-700 pounds probably. But it will be one of the bigger fish in the ocean. Depending on how big them groupers get, because they say the groupers are going to be bigger here. So these fish, we read usually. Oh no, these fish prefer surface waters near coasts, islands, and coral reefs. While usually solitary black marlins may appear in numbers when bait fish gather near the surface. Their diet includes small tuna, uh, anchovies, mackerel, flying fish, squids, and crustaceans like shrimp and crabs. So there's the 3D image in here. It won't let me right click it and rotate it. It just spins. So we'll have to wait for it to come out to really. But that's what it's going to look like. Okay. You can see some of the billfish you'll encounter are absolutely giants with weights reaching up to 1650. But don't worry, you'll have a chance to get fully equipped to take them with powerful gear and plenty of storage space aboard the new uh, catamaran. Okay. All right, Mr. Bowles, I appreciate you stopping by. Really good to see you, my friend. Like I say, you're going to come back up in a couple of weeks. So, be viewer of the week. But I'm glad you stopped by and look forward to seeing you again, my friends. Cheer you out the door. Cheers, motherfucker. Okay. So, new bigger gear, new storage, bigger storage. Discover the exotic reef species, okay? Alongside the portable bellfish, a wide variety of other species contribute to the velvet underwater life at the Indian Ocean. While many of them aren't giants, the coral reef habitat makes them beautiful and exotic, a true delight for anglers seeking something unique. Okay, so these are going to be the shore fish and the smaller fish. Oh, that's my song. So we got the great barracuda. While something flashing past like a silver bolt and vanishing just as fast, chances are it's a barracuda. The great barracuda is a medium-sized but portable predator found in warm waters across the globe, weighing up to 110 pounds. And again, they're probably not going to be that big. Probably 40 to 60 pounds. Probably. It hunts in a wide range of habitat from the mangroves, so in the outer reefs, so we look for the mangroves. Yeah, me too. Good luck. Um, it hunts in a wild. Let's see. So the mangrove trees and outer reefs, uh, always alert and ready to strike. The aggressive species bites in any weather, day or night. Young barracudas often move in groups, while adults prefer to go solo. The main targets are small fish, while the occasional squid, with the occasional squid and shrimp, only when they're feeling generous. Okay, so and let's see the 3D. Okay, I'm gonna snooze this ad. So that's really a funky fish. That motherfucker got teeth, so probably gonna need titanium leaders for that one. When I die, um, up and smoke me when I die. Okay, Wahoo is that? Yeah, I doubt it, man. I'm a long ways. I'm averaging between 18 and 25, depending on the week. Um, hell, I'm not there yet. I'm a hell of a lot closer than I was day one, but yeah, all I need is an average of 75 years. That's all I need. If I can get an average of 75 years, I'm in. So, it is I think that Wahoo is the proper pronunciation. Is a large predator fish from the mackerel family, reaching up to 176. So that's a little bit bigger. So that's going to push it maybe up into the 70s or 80s. Again, anything that's not written on this paper is speculation, folks. Don't go back and tell anybody, hey, Crazy Dave said this was going to be the size of the fish. No, okay, strictly speculation, going by fishing planet history. Okay, but I guarantee you they're not going to be that big. I almost guarantee it. Um, almost. So don't hold me to that. Um, where will and are known for striking from below with sudden bursts of speed about 50 miles an hour. I'm getting hot and I got no there. I was hoping to get through this before that uh, ad popped up again. Pop a cough drop in there, it'll help. Um, they're often spotted near tuna schools and are most active around sunshine and sunset. So you're gonna want to go around sunshine and sunset and hit those seagulls where those tunas are schooling. They hang around there. Though they still bite at night, just a little more slowly. So you can't catch them at night, but a little more slowly, but probably not midday. And that's the 3D model. These all seem to be fish with teeth. So if your gear's not big enough, which if you're trying to grind it ain't, you're probably gonna have to use titanium leaders, and that is gonna slow the bite rate down. Okay, the Indo-Pacific king mackerel. Yeah, this is probably gonna be a bigger mackerel. The Indo king mackerel is a medium-sized fish from the mackerel family found in the warm waters of the Indian Western Oceans, reaching up to 11 pounds. So it's not going to be that big, um, and beyond. So maybe bigger. You know, this Fish prefers coastal waters at depth of 49 262, so it's going to be in shallower water. It is a prize catch for commercial fishers and a worthy challenge for anglers. King mackerels travel in small schools, dining on sardines, anchovy squids, and occasional crustaceans. Are active both day and night, so there's no bad time to go fishing for them. Beware. Once hooked, these fish love to leap and thrust. So they're going to be like the trout. Okay. So probably don't want to pump these because if they jump, you'll lose tension and get off like them. Um, yeah, we still got okay. We're gonna go ahead and stop. Take this ad, run this ad, because I've already snoozed it once. We weren't able to get through it, but so we're gonna take a break. I'm gonna freshen up my drink, take a pee, and we'll meet back here after the commercial.
Can't wait for my coffee break.
Time to go beast mode.
All right, we're back. Everybody should be back. Sorry, my COPD's kicking my ass tonight. I was gonna turn my cam off. It kind of hits. I think it's cam 2, not it's cam 1. Okay, we'll kill that cam. That way you can see. Oh, did we finish this? We did. But they still buy. Let's see, but they still buy it not just a little slower. So we didn't look at the 3D. That's what we were going to do. No, we look at the 3D. Okay. Oh, we read that. Yeah, we read that. The King Marco. Is that right? Did we read that? Yeah, 11 pounds. Right. So this is the next one. Two-spotted red sniper. The two-spotted. Now that logo's in the way. Let me fix that. Okay. Okay. The two-spotted red sniper is a long-lived Indo-Pacific species that can reach up to 33 pounds and live over 5 decades. Found near reef slopes and sandy seabeds, it prefers oceanic islands to continental shores. Usually solitary, but it forms schools during the spawning season. Feeds on fish, shrimp, crabs, snails, and mollusks. I don't know, maybe some sea fishermen in here might know what that is, but I'm guessing that may be a new bait. The snails. Do we have snails right now? I'm not up on all the baits, um, but I'm figuring that's probably a hint for one of the new baits or some of the new baits. And there's the 3D figure. The yellow striped scad. That's a pretty fish. The yellow striped scad is a small schooling fish found in the warm coastal waters of the Indo-West Pacific. These algae swimmers thrive at depths up to 229 feet, often gathering in large groups near the seabed over soft sandy bottoms. Despite their size, yellow striped scads are efficient predators with surprisingly large mouth, big hook. Their diet ranges from tiny zooplankton, again, possible new bait, and intervertebrates like crustaceans and those mollusks. So that's the kind of introvert, like crustaceans, the fish larva, baby fish larva. I didn't know fish had larva. I didn't know they came from larva. Maybe some do. And even smaller scads. So they eat their own baby. Cannibals. While they're mostly active during the day, they've been known to feed at night too. So bite rate's going to be higher at night, but you can catch them at night. And there is the 3D image. I like that fish. It's a pretty fish. I was really hoping for some more colors, but they seem to mostly be having gray ones. But that's a pretty fish. Oh, here's some color. The gorgeous swallowtail. Sounds like a bird. But that's a very colorful fish. The gorgeous swallowtail is a jewel of the deep, reaching up to 4 pounds. Small fish. It prefers rocky slopes and deep reefs between 265 and 700. These vivid reef dwellers feed on small fish and crustaceans. That is the kind of fish. They often share habitats with ruby snappers and groupers and remain active around the clock. So they're an anytime catch. They're going to be around the groupers and ruby snappers. So that's a hint of where to find them. There's the 3D image. I like that. That's a pretty fish. Even though it's a small fish, I like a screenshot of that. Nice fish. Okay, the sleek unicorn. Now, remember last week we said, that this fish was going to be here. We were right. That hint was right. That lady was holding one. Which I'm assuming that is the dev's character, since the screenshot came from his account. So for those that might not have been here last week, um, uh, one of the things that we noticed was on that screenshot, he's level 94. So we're gonna figure that it'll probably open up around 93 or 94, which is par for the course. The ocean was at 83. So um, so yeah. So we got that hint. Um, so and again, pretty fish. We'll be doing a screenshot with that. Sleek unicorn fish is a graceful reef dweller. It's going to be around the reef, found from 39 to 114 pounds. So they're upper water a fish, deep in the lagoons and along coral slopes. These species tend to stay in large schools. You can catch them a lot because a bunch of them be together, making it striking sight in the natural habitat. I can't say that word, by nature, they feed on various zooplankton. I'm really feeling like that is going to be a new bait and the algae. About that and that moloch, feel free. I'm pretty confident. But again, it is not written by Fishing Planet. It is not official. You know, I'm going to keep saying that because this is going on YouTube. I don't want anybody saying that Dave said this. Okay, I said it's a possibility, but it's most likely, but no definite. That's not official from Fishing Planet. Um, so we finished that. Often closer to the shore after sunset. So they come in close in the shallows to feed. Um, and there's the 3D image of it. I wish it'd let me stop it and rotate it so I could get a good look at it. But I guess it only does that on the game, so it won't let me in this. But I guess this is just a video of what's on the game. So I like it. That will be another screenshot that will be probably even posted in Discord and pinned, so it will forever be there. The giant sweet lips. Oh, sweet lips. Kissable fish, chat. Giant sweet tip is a nocturnal bottom feeder that prefers living alone near lagoons and barrier reefs. So this is going to be bottom rod fishing at night. Going to be kind of like a catfish, I guess. Found at depths of about 164 feet. So we know where to set our depth. It snacks on crustaceans. Again, the mollylusk. Man, that's going to, I really feel like that's going to be a new bait. This small fish during the day. Now, this says during the day. It retreats into deeper reef zones emerging at night to feed. Okay. And there's that's not a bad looking fish. I mean, it wouldn't look bad on the wall. Those other ones, those colorful ones, even though they're small, I put them on the wall. I put one on the wall, mount that bitch. They got to give us a fishing lodge, man. We've been asking for years. We really have. Okay, spotted flying fish. Okay, we got a flying fish, chat. That looks like a little shad. The spot fin flying fish is one of the larger flying fish species, going up to 13.8 pounds in and weighing around a pound. So they're going to average a pound, probably 1, 2 pounds. It's going to be a uni if they have a uni, maybe 3 pounds, maybe 5 pounds. But so um, found in warm waters worldwide. It lives near the surface, so it's going to be a top water fish, probably either a float at high depth or a top water uh, spinning ride. Um, whether in coastal areas or the open ocean, so you can find them both. These fish stick together in small schools, so there's going to be a high bite rate in the schools, and follow currents that bring, again, zooplankton to the surface. I mean, maybe not. That may just be an environmental thing, like the fish. The algae is definitely probably, but again, I don't know for sure. But that could be a bait. Um, you could put at a shallow depth, but maybe not since this is a top water feeder. That may not be a bait. I could be absolutely wrong on that. Reading this one, I didn't know that it was something that came up to the surface. Their diet includes tiny crustaceans, mollusc larvae. Okay, they talked about fish larvae, so it may be the larva instead of the actual fish. But that one, now fish eggs, we got fish eggs and small fish. Active both day and night, but especially drawn to light after sunset. Okay, so you put your light on and fish them at night. That'll be a good bite rate. Um, but if they go for bait, it's going to be probably a shallow float rod. Probably you may be able to catch it on a smaller top water. And that's pretty cool. It's got wings. That must be why they call it a flying fish. That bitch has wings. And chat's totally quiet. No no comments on the fish or anything. Just like on the edge of your seats, or a bunch of lurkers from the raid. We got a full house. Okay, this is a cool looking fish. Stickle Brett. I probably ain't pronouncing that right. But yeah, cool looking fish. Kind of like the permits. Um, Everybody hates the permits, but I think they're cool looking fish. Okay, it's a medium sized fish that lives in the deep waters, usually between 164 and 2,296 feet, often near underwater mountains. I didn't know they had underwater mountains, but we got to find them. They'll be around there. Continental shelf slopes. So drop offs a little bit away from the islands, trolls, atolls, um, where it drops. They're going to be in a drop. Um, so these fish is a group hunting, uh, uh, feeding on small fish, squid, crustacean, and tuna kits. I don't know what that is. It's also a favorite meal. It's big-eyed tuna, swordfish, and sharks. So, um, yeah, since it lives in dark, deep waters, the sickle isn't tired tired to Pacific feeding time and bites both day and night. So this is gonna be a both day and night. Yeah, I can't either, Jiffy. And there's your 3D model. Yeah, I'm really excited. I always get excited at the new maps. Um, but it is a dark fish, but I just think it looks cool the way it's built. I date it. Okay, here's our shark. Somebody came in here and want to know what kind of shark. It's the black-tailed reef shark. I'm sorry about the coughing, chat. I'm just getting over a upper respiratory infection. I think I'm having a relapse on it. So I didn't take any kind of decongestant today. Let's see what it says about it. Okay, black-tailed reef sharks is a sleek coastal predator that prowls warm Indo-Pacific waters, weighing up to 44 pounds. So it's going to be a little small shark. It guides effectively across coral shallows and sandy flats. Adults stick to reef slopes. So the bigger ones is going to be where where the reefs are and drops off. While younger sharks prefer calmer lagoons, often seen in small schools. They're quick, alert, and always on the hunt for reef fish, squids, crabs, and usually even small rays and sea snakes. So there's our new shark, Jack. I was hoping for the great white, but we got a little bitty one instead. So, and there'll be common trophies and uniques. So the uniques are going to be, you know, what did it say it got up to? Um, Up to 44. So if they go up to 44, that's a smaller fish. They may go up to that big, but probably at least in the 20, 30 pounds, up to 44, just depending on where they set it. I missed that. We need to go. We'll go back up afterwards and see if what trophy rating on each fish has. But those will be common trophies and uniques. As we saved the black tip reef shark for dessert and for a good reason. We know many players have been looking forward to more sharks in the game, and this one is a standout addition. While not the largest predator, the black tip is one of the most common and iconic sharks in the area, making it which makes it a must-have for this location. There's also special surprises waiting for those who take on a catamaran color customization mission. We won't spoil it for you, but let's just say if you're a fan of really big sharks, you're going to love what we prepared for you. Okay, so there's going to be something in the mission, a shark, a big shark, maybe the great white. I may introduce it as a surprise. That's still a possibility. But again, unofficial. The official word is gonna. I mean, they pretty much say it's gonna be a really big shark in the mission. Um, and it's only going to be a catamaran color customization mission. Okay, so um, you're probably going to have to catch a. They don't call it a monster fish; it'll just be a regular fish, but you'll have to catch it. And it may be a one-time deal. Again, none of that's official, but there's going to be one in the colorization mission. We know many of our players are hungry for bigger sharks, and they're definitely on the horizon. This is just the beginning of an epic shark chapter in the game. So more sharks to come. To top it off, we're also preparing another dev diary that will dive into the gear, lures, and baits specially crafted for the ocean. We'll also introduce a new retrieval technique and showcase the unique feature of the catamaran for new setups to top tropical tactics. There's plenty more coming to get your hands on. Stay tuned. Your next fishing adventure is about to get even better. Until then, tight lines and see you on the water. Okay, there's a 31 kilogram. If somebody wants to um, convert that into pounds, but you know about what size the shellfish are gonna be. That's a hint. I know it's last time there was something at the bottom, but there's not. Okay, so I just want to scroll back up. Unique. This one has uniques. The spot fin flying fish are only going to be common in trophies. The sweet tip is going to have a unique. The sleek unicorn fish. So I'll definitely get a screenshot of a unique trophy one of them unicorn fish. The swallowtail. There'll be uniques. The yellow striped Scott is only going to have common and trophies. Spotted red snapper. Doesn't say. Oh no, here's up here. No, that's down here. That will have a unique. The king mackerel will have a unique. The wahoo is going to have a unique. The barracuda is going to have a unique. The black marlin will have a unique. The shellfish will have a unique. Swordfish will have a unique. And that's it. So almost all of them is going to have uniques. So, and those get up to 1,322. I still feel like they're not going to be that big. You know, both with the whales, catfish, and the belugas. After that, I really didn't pay that much attention to it, but I know both them when I first started playing. Those were they said they get up to, but they weren't near that big. As big as what they say they got up to. So, but we're definitely looking at probably at 700-800. Yeah, it is. And then those that do the catch one at each kind of the fish, it'll give you a whole new set of stuff to work for 14. Yes, sir, Satan. Have you not seen that? This is the second dev diary. This is the fish species.
We like trucking and we like to truck. We
like
trucking. We like trucking. If you don't like trucking,
okay.
tough
Well, I on my YouTube channel, I have the last week's Dev Diary in full. I will be doing. I will be. I did it in depth right now. And I will be doing highlights. I'll hit highlights at the half of the stream, maybe 7, 12, 9, 2 hours, and 10, 11, 12. Yeah. Maybe a little over halfway through the stream, we'll do a quick little highlight. And then at the end of the stream, we'll do it again. That way, everybody at least gets a chance. Now, I'll do just like I did the last one. When we're done here, I'll throw a mark in, and then I'll go in and pull it out and upload it to YouTube. For anybody that missed it, it will be there. So, other than that, I think we're done. Anybody got any questions before we leave here? I can't never get her outfit. There we go. Oh, one more. One more thing before we go. Everybody's gonna be coming in. Release date, release date, release date. Okay, no release date, but at least one more Dev Diary.
Crazy day.
So, it will not be until that Dev Diary drops. So sometime after that. So we'll know after that Dev Diary, and see if they, say they're gonna have another. Once they don't say they're gonna have another Dev Diary, then it's all bets are on, man. We will know. But this is a tease. But